Okay. Today we'll learn how we use financial function. Okay. So let's the last topic, that is the financial function, and how can we use this financial function. Just start. If you want to just calculate the EMI of particular loan, then you can go with this option or this function. So here we talk about the statistical function. Sorry, financial function, right? And here there are different
Yes,
types
sir.
of, for example, PV, FV, rate, and per PMT, IPPMT, and IPMT. Okay, these are the functions we can normally use in financial part of the function. Okay, here we take an example for the particular function used. For example, if we talk about any item, that is the item name, and we have a price for that particular item. For example, that is the price, and we pay some down payment amount when we purchase the any goods or items on installment. So here's the down payment. And what will be the loaning amount? Here we just type here, that is the loaning amount. And after that, what is the rate of interest? We talk about the rate of interest. And that is the next time duration. And last one, that is EMI. When we talk about EMI stands for equate monthly installment. Okay, EMI stands for equate monthly. For example, you have purchased just car, you just purchase a car, and car price is like, that is 15,75,000. Okay, that is the price of particular car. And if we talk about the down payment, so here we just down payment only the 10%. Just type here. Here we just type here 25%. Here we pay as a down payment during or while purchasing our car. So how can we calculate 25% of that particular amount? Just press is equal to and just type here 75 by 100 and use multiplier symbol and just select it. And when you click and enter, you will get the down payment. You have to pay 1 lakh, that is 1,18,000. No, that is 11 lakh 81,250 rupees. So our car price is 15,70,000 and 25% will be the amount like this. Just see here, 17, here we choose only 25%, not 75%. So when we just press enter, we will get the 25% of that amount, that is 3,93,750. And what will be the loaning amount? That is a 75% is the loaning amount of our price, that is 75%. And how can we calculate this? If we know the 25% is that, then just click equal to and just deduct this particular price with the help of down payment. So when we just subtract the 25% from the price, you will get the 75% of the car price like this. Okay, and that will be the loaning amount 11,81,250. And what will be the charge as a rate? Here we just type here 14.7%, that is the interest rate. 14.7% is the interest rate. And how much time you just take to pay this installment? So we just take here 5 years. 5 years. We just talking about the time in years. Understood? And what is the EMI? Equate monthly installment. What we have to pay monthly installment? So just place your cursor, and here we use the function, that is which function? That is PMT function is equal to, just type here PMT. Okay, this function commonly used to calculate the EMI of a particular amount or loaning amount. Just type here. Here we select the rate of interest, that is the rate of interest, and it is the annual rate. We have to calculate monthly interest rate, so we have to divide this particular amount by 12. Understood? And if we talk about the number of installments,
Yes,
comma, and how many installment in 5 years, to just select the time and multiply it by 12, because every year we have to pay 12 installment, because there are 12 months in a year. That's why we just multiply here by 12 because we want to just calculate the monthly installment. Okay, and just press comma, and there is a amount that is a loaning amount, and it is the future paying amount. That's why we just add a minus symbol and just select it and close the bracket. Before closing the bracket, here we have two options. That is the type, and we use type 0 if you want to just pay the installment at the end of the period. Just press 0, and if you just give the advance payment, just click on 1. For example, if you purchase a car and you want to just pay advance installment first installment, then we use 1, and if you want to pay the installment after 1 month, just press 0. Okay, not will be the 1. Understood?
Yes, sir.
So that is the calculation. When you press enter, you will get the EMI. So you have to pay 27,960 rupees 17 paise per month to complete this amount loan within 5 years. Yani, this is the amount we have to pay within 5 years. Understood? Clear?
Yes, sir.
Really, this is the monthly installment. We talk about monthly installment, monthly price, and if you want to just half yearly, how can we calculate half yearly? So we can calculate by half yearly by doing the same process, but we have to some change in our function. For example, just press is equal to, just type PMT function and start the bracket, and again select the same process. Just click on rate, and how many split, how many part of the year of our interest rate. There are two parts because we have to pay 6 month installment. When we pay the after 6 month first installment, and again after 6 months, that is the two installment in a year. That's why we just divide here by 2. Similarly, these are the number of times, so we have to multiply it by 2 because annual installment is 2. That's why just multiply it by 2 and just press comma, and again just press minus symbol because it is a future amount, and just press comma and just use 0 at the end of the period and press enter. There is no change. Whenever you just type 1 or 0, doesn't matter, you will get the same amount. Okay, just press enter. Just see there, that is the half yearly or 6 month installment, monthly installment. That is 1,70,960 rupees you have to pay after 6 months. Okay, every 6 months you have to pay 1,70,914 rupees 70 paise. Okay, per half yearly. Similarly, if
Yes,
you
sir.
calculate the quarterly, do you know what is the meaning of quarterly? Quarterly means after 3 months. If we have 4 installment of a year, then we say that that is quarterly. Okay, just press is equal to and just type your PMT function and just again do the same process. How many quarter in a year? That is 4. So we have to divide it by 4 and just press comma and select this time and multiply it by 4 because there are 4 installment in a year, and press comma and again press minus and select the loaning amount and press comma and use 0 and press enter. This is the quarterly EMI. Understood? And last one, that is the annually. If you
Sir.
want annual installment, just press here annually or yearly installment. So we talk about yearly. So how can we write this? Just type here PMT function like this. And again, we do the same process, just select it. And here we have only one installment and one rate of the year. That's why we just use divide by 1. You can go with this option to remind the particular function. Otherwise, you just directly use this. Why? Because there is a single part of the year. That's why we use directly. Otherwise, you can also divide by the 1. You can do with the both method. And just again, we select the time, and there are 5 years. There are 1 installment in a year. That's why just multiplied by 1. You can leave it multiplied by 1. You will get the result. Doesn't matter. And just press comma and again press minus and select the loaning amount and press 0, and you will get the annual installment like this. Understood? So these are the different types of calculation about the EMI or the loaning amount. Just see there in this function we use which is function, that is rate and per PV. PV or FV is the same option. Why? Because if we talk about present value, for example, if I deposit a money in a bank, that is my present value. Okay, when we take up money from the loan, that is the future value. Okay, so both are the same. So you just use either PV or FV, doesn't matter. Okay, both are the common thing. It is based on the present or future value. If you take the loan, that will be the future value. If you just deposit your money, that is the present value. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay, next, go with the next option. Just see there. If we talk about the number of installment, if you want to just calculate that, for example, that is installment number. Installment number. And here we want to just calculate interest of installment. And here it is principal amount of installment. So how can we calculate? For example, if we pay this amount as an EMI, so how can we calculate or analyze what will be the interest or what will be the benefit of the bank and what will be the loaning amount as we pay per month? So we just calculate by the following function. Just see here. Here we have a 5 years, so there are 16 installment there because we just multiplied by 12 into 5, 12. Whenever we just multiply by 12 into 5, you will get 16. Clear? So we have to just
Yes, sir.
16 installment. So we don't need like this. You just drop it and just select this cells like this, or just after selecting this, so see here. After selecting this, just go on the next option. There is a function that is home, and when you click on fill option, here we have a series option. When you click on series option, this is the option that is linear, and just click on the upper limit of the value, that is the 60. Just type here 60. When you type here 60, you will get the 60 value like this. You will get the 60 numbers installment. You can also use the drag as well. Okay, and here we just use the function, which function, that is IPMT. IPMT. This function is generally used to calculate the what? Calculate the interest of the particular installment. What are the ratio of interest in our installment? So just do this process. Just select the rate. This is the rate divided by 12 because we just calculate the monthly installment base. That's why we just divide by 12. And press comma and then select the number of installment. That is the first installment. Just press comma and select the and multiply it by 12 because it is the time duration or number of periods. Just press comma and use what type, that is 0 or 1. And firstly we have to use here, that is the loaning amount. Just press minus and select the loaning amount and press comma and 0 and close the bracket. You will get the interest. Just see here, 14,470 rupees is the interest of this EMI. The ratio of interest is, this particular EMI is 14,470.31. Similarly, we want to just calculate the principal amount of loaning. Just press is equal to and type here PPMT. You type here PPMT, then we just go with the next option, just that is selected by rate, and just press divide by 12 and comma, then select the installment number. Just again press comma and select the time period and multiply it by 12, comma minus loaning amount, that is the loaning amount, comma type 0 and close the bracket. Okay, so these are the different ratio of this installment. Here the interest ratio, here the principal ratio. When we add these values, we will get the same amount. Why? Because it is the EMI. Because it is the EMI. So we have to calculate this. Just sum it. You will get the amount like this. When you press here is equal to and press sum, start the bracket and just select these two values and close the bracket. What happened? You will get the same amount, means this function is right. Okay, that's why we get the same EMI by using this function and by totaling of these two values. So in this EMI, the ratio of interest is this and the ratio of principal is this. Understood? If we want to just calculate an every installment, so we have to fix the particular columns. So see here, we want to just calculate the what column. Just see here. Here we have to fix the rate column because it is not changed according to cell. It is fixed. That's why we use dollar symbol before the letter and after the letter. It will fix the cell. Similarly, we want to just move it. Don't want to fix it. That's why just leave it. And again, we want to just fix this time. So we have to use dollar symbol to fix the cell, not the value. Okay. And again, we have the same or fix loaning cells. That's why we use dollar symbol in this function. Just see there. Again, we do the same process with that. Just press dollar symbol, and again we use dollar symbol and leave it because it will change according to installment numbers. And here we use again dollar symbol to fix the cell, and here we select and do the same process to fix the cell. And after doing this, just select these cells and double click on this particular symbol. You will get the total amount of the particular data. Just double click here, just see there. You will get all the values here. And after that, if you want to just calculate here, just press is equal to alt plus equal to, you will get the sum like this. Again, you just click alt equal to, you get the sum. And here the hash show. Why? Because the bit is less. That's why. Just increase the bit, you will get the amount. So see here, if we take the loan here, the loan is 11,81,250. We have to pay what amount? We have to pay 16,74,970 rupees 93. And what will be the loss of our loss is 4,93,720 rupees is our loss, because we have to pay this extra amount in response to this. Understood? So that is our loaning amount.
Yes,
This is the extra amount during 5 years. Okay. So by this option, we just calculate the interest with principal value, principal amount of installment and EMI. Understood? So that is the
yes,
function by which we can calculate the financial data or financial analysis. Understood? Just select it.
yes.
After doing this, just select it and give some format. By what? By table format, and you can also give the simple color by using this, like this. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Doubt?
No, sir.
No doubt. You see there. Here we have different analysis. For example, if we change the price, you see there. If we want to just not purchase a car, here we just purchase a bike like this, and the price will be, that is the 78,000. And what will be the EMI? How can we use this function? Just type here only the price, and when you use enter or tab, you will get all the analysis like this. See there. When the price of the bike is 78,000, we have to pay 19,500 as a down payment according to interest rate. According to down payment, that is 25% of the price, and we have to pay the loaning amount, that is 58,500. And what will the interest rate? That is 14.1770, and time will be the 3 year. If a customer say that I want to just pay all the installment loaning amount within 3 years, so what will the EMI? Just type here 3 year. So it will analyze according to 3 years. Just see there. According to 3 year, they have to pay 2,019 rupees monthly, and half yearly they have to pay for 12,405 rupees 97 paise, and similarly quarterly 6,116.33, and yearly that is 25,494.28, right? Accordingly, it will also change. The see there, it will automatically change according to your entered amount. Why? Because within 3 years there is only the 36 installment. That's why the installment not extending from 36 like this. Okay. So these are the invalid transaction or invalid installment, because 36 installment is enough to pay this particular loaning amount with interest of 14%. Okay. So it is not meaning it is a wrong. It is the extra installment. You can also delete this process or delete this cell value, and you will get 36. Understood? So according to number of installments based on the time and on the based of rate. So when we change the rate, time, and price, the all calculation will automatically change. Okay, that is the dependent cell values function. So this value depend on the price, and we can directly enter the rate, whatever the rate. For example, if you have 12.5%, according to this, it will automatically calculate it. Okay, so we can change the time directly, rate directly, and price, not anything else. It will automatically calculate the down payment and loan amount and EMI. And here also calculate the all amount like this. Understood? Any doubt?
Yes.
So just do
No,
this.
sir.
Just do this process. If you have any query, then ask me. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Hello. Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you're audible.
Okay, just do this process, and if you have problem, then ask me. Okay, dear. Good day. Bye bye.
Okay, sir. Have a nice day. Bye.
Bye bye bye.